Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. I wanted to make a quick update video on what's happening on the channel in the coming days. Hopefully, if everything goes well, I will be releasing some updates to the indicators, and I just want to kind of make a quick kind of like announcement video like I did last time, just kind of going over as to what will be happening. So first up, I've been doing a little bit of rebranding on the channel. As some of you guys know, my username is usually MQZ, but I actually have been using the handle at TMQZP for a while. Because just it was available on all platforms, so I could just kind of use that as the handle itself to kind of unify all my social accounts. Yeah, and at some point, a couple of months ago, I kind of realized that TMQ actually are the initials of the famous meme from the Big Short movie, "That's my quant," that famous phrase from one of the scenes in the movie. And yeah, so I decided to use that as a meme and kind of rebrand the whole channel, since I had a YouTube channel that I didn't really have a sort of like particular name for, to "That's my quant," basically. Yeah, so that's kind of why the everything is gonna change names and stuff like that, including the indicators, and I will go over that in a sec. So yeah, that's kind of like a little bit of rebranding that's going on my side. So yeah, don't be alarmed if like icons and stuff starts to change. It's still me, just with a different name. Yeah. So in terms of the indicator suite, the 3 indicators that are out right now, they're all gonna get updated. I've been working on this for months. Basically ever since the last update came out, essentially. And yeah, I'm getting close to not finishing, but yeah, the next update is around the corner. And in the meantime, I also built 2 new indicators, so there's a total of 5 indicators now. Yeah, and after this video, I will be making new tutorial videos, just updating everything to all the new versions so that everything is nice and up to date. Kind of the main focus for this big update has been to simplify the settings panels, because I just noticed that they were kind of like getting way too convoluted, and especially in the videos during like having to explain everything, it just took a lot of time, a lot of ranting, and yeah, I kind of want to try and minimize that this time. So yeah, the idea is more simplified settings panels. Try to keep and maintain as much as possible a minimalistic visual look to all the things that the indicators do, just to kind of overall create a little bit of a better user experience. And I can maybe potentially, let me just kind of quickly show you what I mean. We throw on, let's say, the overlay version 2, which is the one that's currently out, and give it a little bit time to load, and then compare that to this one. Right, so overlay version 2, which is the one that most of you should be familiar with, it has a massive settings panel, tons of stuff in there, and yeah, just it got like way out of control. Even though I tried to keep everything kind of organized, it's way too much. And for a new user, just it's very overwhelming. Even I myself get lost in it. And yeah, so the rebranding, you can see that it's now the overlay is now called OB Quant, OB, which stands for order block. And I realized that if you say it quickly, OB Quant, it almost sounds like OB1, and that's kind of why I put in parentheses Kenobi, just another meme. You know, Obi-Wan Kenobi, essentially. But yeah, you can see the settings panel is much reduced and just has a more vertical kind of, instead of all the horizontal options aligning together and all that kind of jazz, and just everything has like a description that should make everything much more intuitive to a new user, and much more condensed information, tooltips and stuff, that just kind of, hopefully this will be a much better experience. So that's kind of the idea across all 3 of the old indicators, and then for the 2 new indicators as well. To the changes for the YouTube channel, what I'm gonna try and do from now on is make shorter videos, potentially more than 1 video per indicator as I go through it. So if we look at OBQuant here, I'm probably gonna do it like into either 2 or 3 smaller videos where I kind of just, the first one I kind of give a general overview of what it does, and then the second one I'll cover the market structure, and then the third one I'll cover the rangefinder. That's probably how I'm gonna do it, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Other indicators that are like smaller, they probably don't require me to do that. I can probably just cover it in either 1 or 2 videos, depending on how big they are. So that's one thing for the YouTube channel. And then a new idea I had, given that I had some chats with some of you guys in the Discord, is that some of you seem to be quite interested in learning to code some PineScript yourself. And I'm thinking that I'm gonna be offering some educational content on the channel, but I don't want to make any promises about it because I don't particularly enjoy making YouTube content that much. It kind of feels like a chore to me. I'm not really interested in learning the whole thumbnail game and YouTube algo and the shilling, the subscription bell icon thing. Like, fuck all that shit. I really don't enjoy it. So yeah, if it's gonna be free educational content on YouTube, it's gonna be at my own pace, kind of like small PineScript lessons. Just kind of do PineScript 101 basics, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. If I get to do that stuff. What I'm more interested in is actually offering that's in the Discord. I'm much more a Discord guy myself. I really enjoy spending time in Discord with people. So I really recommend you guys coming and hanging out in the Discord if that's something that you're interested in. I will put a link to the free SGQuant indicator, which is the old Sacred Geometry. SG stands for Sacred Geometry. It's still free. You can still pick it up. It's a new version now. I'll make a video about it after this one, just kind of quickly covering a more condensed version of what it does, and then I'll move on to the other ones. But yeah, I'll put a link in the description as always, so you can pick it up for free. And there's a link there to the Discord, so you can underneath the indicator in the indicator description, there's a link to the Discord, so you can jump into the Discord if that's what you want. And so about the Discord, once you enter, you will be greeted with the famous meme from the movie, That's My Quant. And yeah, there's a little bit of a information thingy that kind of tells you what's happening. So the oscillator is going to be renamed to MVQuant for Momentum and Volume Oscillator. The overlay is going to be renamed to OBQuant, as for order blocks, rangefinder, market structure, that kind of stuff. SGQuant is the Sacred Geometry Grid and Wave indicator, which is the free one. Then the 2 new ones are these ones. So we have SMQuant, which stands for Smart Money Concepts. So all you guys that are familiar with ICT stuff. I'm actually building a indicator that automates some of the ICT concepts like fair value gaps, OTE, Matildas, I think they're called. The daily open and that kind of stuff. This one is still kind of early access, if you will. it's not finished by a long shot. I have still tons of stuff to do, but I guess I'll put it out there so you guys can kind of like get a feel for it, get kind of an idea of to what I'm trying to do with it. And yeah, so far from the people that have had a sneak peek, they seem to like it quite a bit. So I'm curious to see what you guys think about it. And then the last one would be TD Quant, which stands for TD Sequential. Those of you that are familiar with TD Sequential, then you know exactly what I mean. If you don't, then you can look it up on Google what this means. Yeah, so that's the fifth indicator basically. That one is pretty much quote unquote finished or stable release. So in this update, it's going to be mostly about TD Quant and OB Quant. And then I'm still kind of, SD Quant is also pretty much finished. I might add some features in the future if there's some requests for it, but overall this is pretty much done. And yeah, so SM Quant is still kind of like early stages. And I'm also kind of focused on MV Quant because I have different versions for it and I'm not completely sold on which one it's actually going to be the final one. So I'm still kind of trying to figure out how to improve it and what to do with it actually. So yeah, but it's coming along. So that's kind of like my main focus at the moment, and then I'll move on to actually cleaning up and perfecting and just polishing up SM Quant after that. But overall, they're all five of them are like usable. So yeah, that's kind of what's happening in terms of the indicators. And another change that I'm going to do with this new update is now that the Discord is slowly starting to grow a little bit, I'm actually going to put this part of the Discord, so everything below here, I'm going to put it behind the paywall. The rest up here will still all be free access for anybody that joins, where you can have all the information about my socials and when I post new videos, and you guys can chat here in the lobby, and you can have all the information on how to get access, request trials, keep track of the roadmap of like the updates that I'm doing, and then just generally about all the indicators and stuff. There's all the information will still be free for you to check out, but then the actual like discussions and stuff will be behind the paywall. Just to kind of keep things organized and clean and not have the server flooded with just tons of people just, it's still relatively quiet, but yeah, if things start to pick up at some point, I kind of want to have it like nice and orderly kind of categorized basically. And then the PineScript coaching part, that's going to be part of the monthly subscription model, which let me show you. So if you go to the Discord and you check out this channel with access, then you'll have a little bit of information as to how to gain access to this part basically, right? So you have a one-time payment option and you have a monthly subscription option. The one-time payment just gives you access to all the indicators. One is free, so if you divide it by 4, it comes around at about 250 bucks per indicator, basically, and that's for lifelong access, right? So I think it's pretty fair given the amount, thousands of hours that I've put into building these things. And yeah, for those of you that are interested in the PineScript educational stuff, there is a monthly subscription payment, which obviously gives you access to all the indicators as well. But then it also includes 2 hours per month of me coaching you in terms of PineScript coding. Right? So whether you want to learn it from scratch or if you're already familiar with the basics and you just want to have my help or guidance with your own project because you're stuck, or you want to do something advanced that's kind of like outside your skill level, yeah, I'm very happy to give you a hand if that's something that you're interested in. Now, obviously, this is kind of like my first attempt at offering something like this, so this is just very basic for now. It kind of depends on how much demand there's going to be for it, right? So the pricing and the time allocation might change. Like maybe if some of you guys are interested in like more than 2 hours per month of help or learning it from scratch, and you want to like, speed run it and learn it in 2 weeks, just as a hypothetical, then yeah, you can just, we can talk it out and see what we can do about it, and how we can allocate time, and what the pricing would be for something like that, where it's just like a more intense kind of training course or something. But yeah, this is very initial because I still haven't had the time to actually, fill out or think out a whole system of how I would teach, and like which lesson would go first and which lesson would come after that and stuff. But yeah, that's something that I'm gonna be working on in this section here. All right, so this will just be for the monthly subscription people, where we just have a chat channel where you can just ask me any question that you want about PineScript, and if I can help you, I will just help you for free there. That's fine. I will try and make some PineScript 101 simple kind of lessons here that you can then kind of just follow yourself, either written or with a YouTube video linked. I'm not totally sure as to how I'm going to do it, but yeah, I'll figure that out over time. And then also just like we can do, voice or video conference things where I just, we share screen, and I can just either teach you on the fly or have a look at your screen if you're having a little bit of trouble. And yeah, we'll figure it out as we go as to like what's the most productive way to kind of go about this, I guess. But yeah, I'll be hopefully filling this out in the coming weeks and months as I just kind of slowly start to grow this a little bit, and just kind of see how much interest there is from you guys in terms of learning how to code and making your own indicators, basically. Yeah, so that's that about covers it. I would say stay tuned. I'll be hopefully posting about I don't know, a few videos every few days about all the revamped tutorials for all the indicators, and yeah, we'll see how it goes from there. So I'm gonna sign off with this one, and then see you in the next video. All right, guys, take it easy.